Hi everyone, Gina McDowell here again. I am joined today by Sammy Rundo, who is a certified child life specialist here at Nationwide Children's Hospital. Sammy is here today to help us tackle a really important topic, answering questions about your child's hospital stay. So Sammy, can you tell us a little bit about this and maybe what are the 4 top ways a family can prepare for these potential conversations?
Yeah, so some of the things that we encourage families to do is set boundaries, rehearse some of the language that you might need to use, find strategies in terms of coping, as well as reframing the experience. And so we'll get a little bit into each one of those. So in terms of boundaries, it's really identifying what's shareable versus what feels like not so shareable. And so that also includes in the family discussion, setting some ground rules so that we can have an open and honest conversation with one another.
Absolutely. Okay, and the second thing that you stated.
The second thing would be identifying or reframing the experience. So yes, the experience is often quite difficult and stressful for families in the hospital, but what are some of the things that the family was really amazing at? What did the patient do that really showed how strong they are? What was the sibling doing that was supportive of that patient? Just finding ways that we can reframe a difficult experience.
Yeah, so it sounds like even just pulling the positives out of that experience.
Absolutely, so a positive focus.
Absolutely. Okay, so number 3.
3 is rehearsing the language. So oftentimes we're asked questions that maybe we're not ready to answer. And so if we can practice that ahead of time of like, what question would make me feel really nervous if somebody asked me, whether that was a teacher or a peer or a family friend, and then letting an adult, or if you're a teenager, even journaling about what those questions might be, and then practicing the answer and what feels like an appropriate response based on your individual needs.
So helping them feel much more prepared when they come out of the hospital.
Absolutely.
And
because oftentimes, but oftentimes for families, and for children, this is a brand new experience. And when we've never experienced something before, we don't necessarily have the practice or the words to be able to describe what we've experienced. So it's really important to families to kind of bond together and figure out how to support one another.
Absolutely. And then our last.
Yes, so last would be coping. I love talking about coping strategies because coping is what all individuals do to kind of meet the demands of a situation. So that might look like reading a book, listening to music, going on a walk, finding a trusted adult or friend that you can talk to about your situation, or just feeling overwhelmed in the moment. And so making those plans ahead of time and practicing them ahead of time makes for an easier use of them when we need them.
Absolutely. Those are amazing strategies for families. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Is there anything else that you'd like to add for our families?
So the other thing is that if you are wondering how to best describe or talk to a patient about an experience or a diagnosis, you can always reach out to your child life specialist in terms of ways to navigate those conversations. Oftentimes, parents are not experienced in the medical environment, and so it's a great resource in the hospital in order to help find those words to facilitate the discussion.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us today,
Absolutely.
Sammy.
Thank you.
Viewers at home, make sure that you like us and subscribe. Feel free to leave your comments in the comment section below. We would love to hear from you, and we will see you next time. Thanks.